Look here, this was the one. This is the one film that I wanted to watch this South by Southwest because I had a lot of good feeling about it and it delivered. So let's get into the reviews right now. What's going on, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. Yep, that's right. We're getting ready to review another film that made its world premiere at South by Southwest, and this film is entitled I'm Fine, Thanks for Asking. And I read the synopsis and I said I got a really good feeling about this one, and it absolutely did deliver. This was a fantastic film, and I got so much to talk about with it. But really quickly, the synopsis is when a recently widowed mother, Danny, becomes homeless, she convinces her 8-year-old daughter, Wes, that they are only camping for fun. Meanwhile, she's working to get them off the streets. So you got Kelley, who's the writer, director, star. I mean, she wears all the hats in this film, who plays Danny, and her daughter, played by Wesley Moss, plays the character Wes. They got fantastic chemistry on screen together. The mother-daughter relationship. Wes is so adorable. And they both have infectious smiles. And anytime they're on the screen, they're absolutely lighting it up. But this dramedy, again, directed by Kelley alongside Angelique Molina, they do a really good job here. I really like this. This film. It was really refreshing. And, instantly the first thing that jumps out to me is the vibrant colors. I love the uses of colors in this. Very bright and just amazing visuals up and down the board. And then the music instantly starting off with some classic Exhibit. The vibe, the energy is all high. Like, I just knew I was going to love it 2 minutes within. But then, Danny, who pretty much commutes around the city of LA with roller skates. I love that energy and that aesthetic. All of it just came together really well. With that being said, the cinematography was absolutely phenomenal the entire film. But again, it's a really refreshing story and beautifully done. And also, too, the characters there, and obviously this was filmed during the pandemic, so they're living with being homeless during the pandemic, trying to figure out a way to really get funds together so they could hopefully get themselves an apartment to get off the street. So like a compelling story, and you can't help but to root for her this entire journey because like throughout this day there's a ton of ups and downs, and there's also even some intense moments that happen in this film as well. But the one thing I really liked about this film as well was the dialogue. I thought it was so funny, and like to be honest, like to really compare this to something, it gives me vibes like the show Insecure, which is absolutely a good, me, if you've been a fan of this channel, know that I love that series, and that's absolutely a good target to be placed around. It's just something about, that type of wit and humor that really draws to me, and I just enjoyed this just as much as I enjoy stuff like Insecure, which to be honest, like thinking about Kelley and Issa, like there's some similarities there that I can get behind. I would not be opposed of them doing a project together at some point. But at the same time, too, there was good lessons to be told in this story because she was holding on to possessions that she cherished, that she wanted to keep within the family. We're talking about jewelry and whatnot that belonged to her husband, Sam. And at a time, it's more or less weighing the value between really, the monetary value of what these items are worth, or holding them on for sentimental value to keep it within the family and obviously pass down to her daughter. So I love really the conversations had with holding on to possessions after loved ones are gone. And I think it's a good lesson to come out of it. But I have to say again, the characters in this are very charismatic, very vibrant. Even supporting characters who have minimal roles, they really shine in their scenes. And man, did I forget? Deon Cole is in this as well, comedian and star. So like him bracing, and he's an executive producer of this, but him blessing this film with his presence was absolutely a highlight as well too. So I have to say this. I'll be totally on board to see this go somewhere in regards to a series spinoff or a sequel of some sort. There's a lot of potential with the foundation that this film delivered here, and I want to see more. But again, I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. This is one to look out for. I'm not sure yet about distribution and what it may be released to fans, but by all means, if you're watching this review, definitely keep an eye out for it, because this is one I think a lot of people will like. For all my folks who love shows like Insecure, or just matter of fact, just a palette of things that really fit that premise in that genre, like, you know, this will be something that you will enjoy. And by all means, the display of Black excellence is on an all-time high here, and I love it. And I really do feel like that them putting this project together was a lot of fun, and you can just see it radiate off the screen. So definitely support this film if you have an opportunity. But as always, folks, thank you so much for watching my review. Stay tuned for more reviews real soon.